All right, so let's go ahead and get ready to jump in. For those of you that may not be familiar with me, I am Dr. Felicia, physiotherapist and certified health coach. I am the proprietor of Adley Physiotherapy over on Mackey Street in the Mackey Street Plaza, formerly known as the Meldon Mall. There, I have helped hundreds of patients over the years to achieve their physiotherapy goals. And as a certified health coach, I am enabled to help thousands more women to achieve their health and wellness goals, because of course, health and wellness is truly a journey, okay? And we want to be proactive rather than reactive. All right, so let's see what a little bit more about me. Let's see, I got my degree at Gannon University in Erie, Pennsylvania. Erie, where it's cold outside. We know that the holidays are coming. They should be enjoying some snow right about now. So I'm so glad to be here and not there, to be honest. All right. So just a little disclaimer, you all. Any information that I do discuss in this broadcast, it is not meant to be taken as medical advice. It is just general information that I'm giving you this evening that you can implement. However, I would advise that you do speak with your physician, your primary care physician, or that you're under the care of a licensed health care provider, and you run by them any possible changes that you're thinking of making to your eating and movement regimen. So I'm not giving any personalized advice, just general. All right, so let's jump into the 5 mistakes you're making that stop you from achieving lifestyle change. So number 1, not ever getting started. So just not doing anything at all. You want to make the first step, okay? So there's something that we have these different stages that people move through in health coaching. And persons move from one phase is called contemplation, where they're just thinking about it, okay? Because of course we can do that, right? Just sit there and just think about it. And instead of just thinking about it, then the next phase is actually the action phase. So an example of just actually taking action would be, okay, actually getting up and starting to exercise. Before that, there's a phase that's called the preparation phase. Preparation would be like, okay, I'm going to buy the tennis shoes, okay, because I'm making preparation to actually take the action, which is to do the exercise, whatever type of exercise it is, right? So that's the first mistake, not ever actually getting started, like probably staying in like pre-contemplation or contemplation phases and never getting to the action phase. Okay, so this is very, very important. Second mistake, doubting yourself or having limiting beliefs. Okay, we know limiting beliefs is a huge term. It's something that in many different types of coaching people talk about. Limiting beliefs are just basically these normally untrue thoughts that we have, things that we may have even been brought up with, that we just have allowed to become ingrained in our psyche. And we uphold it as being the truth, even though it's not. It's actually false, right? So an example of a limiting belief with lifestyle change could be things like, I've been big all my life, or everyone in my family is overweight. So of course, naturally, I would be overweight too. Or something like, I tried to change or lose weight before and it didn't work. There's nothing to say that if you tried something before that is not going to, and it didn't work, that it can't work in the future. Okay, so definitely things to think about and consider. Like, are some of the things that we're saying just ways of holding ourselves back, ways of making excuses not to actually commit to lifestyle change. Just throwing it out there. So that was number 2, doubting yourself or having limiting beliefs. Number 3, having unrealistic expectations about the time frame in which lifestyle changes should occur. So everybody wants a quick fix, right? That's what most people want. That's where the whole thing about fad dieting and crash dieting came from. But you do still see these things out there, especially on the internet these days. People saying like, oh, I lost 30 pounds or 50 pounds in 30 days, and I'll show you how to do it. That isn't really like a healthy or sustainable way to approach weight loss. So it could be 1 to 2 pounds a week, but it's easier to keep doing that consistently and to then keep that weight off rather than doing it all at once. Because we can all imagine what you'd have to do to lose that much weight in 30 days, right? So is it something that you could keep up for the rest of your life? That is what you have to always look at. Are they sustainable habits, right? And what happens when people have these unrealistic expectations, then when it doesn't happen, then of course we get discouraged, right? And then we're like, oh, forget it. I'm not going to try and develop healthy habits. And notice I said develop healthy habits because that takes time. It takes about 90 days, okay, to actually create a true habit. 30 days is to start to create that habit. But for that to really be automatic or like second nature, it takes about 90 days. Okay. So that is something that is really important to consider with when you're setting your goals and expectations, that they're realistic from the beginning, so that if they're not achieved, that you don't end up down in the dumps and just giving up altogether. Mistake number 4, comparing your health and wellness journey to someone else's. Okay, so while you're out here trying to create true lifestyle change, you may be looking at this person on the internet. You don't know what they did to AKA lose this weight, in 30 days. Some people had surgery, to look the way that they look. Okay, and although I am not knocking anybody for doing so, I want other people to understand that, because some people do that. They go, they get surgery, and then they come out with an exercise plan that, they sell to people so that, under this false belief that if you do this exercise program, that you will look the way that they do. But that's not how they got to look the way that they do. Okay. So that is definitely like something that is also a consideration, or should be a consideration, while you're trying to make your lifestyle changes. As they say, comparison is the thief of all joy. And don't believe everything that you see on Instagram. Okay, for sure. And the fifth mistake that people make when they're trying to make lifestyle changes is not engaging an accountability partner for support. So at least one person in your life, try to have at least one person that can help you get up when you fall down. Okay. And you want to make sure that you're like really engaging them. So you're giving them specific instructions like, okay, I have a goal here and I want to work on maybe going walking for a half an hour, 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that person should then be checking with you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And you should be checking in also, like sending them a picture while you're going on your walk, that kind of thing, or while you're on it. Because, it can happen that we all can get like sometimes to feel either a little bit lazy or like we don't feel like doing it today. You don't always feel like it. You don't always feel like meal prepping. You just don't. Okay. But if you have someone else that's there to help and kind of like give you that little push that you need, then that can make a huge difference. All right. So you could pick someone that has been or is currently on a health journey of their own, they're somewhat the perfect person to help. If they're currently still on their health and wellness journey, then you can reciprocate and be that accountability factor for them as well. And another option would be to engage in an accountability community. So it could be like a health accountability community where like it's a group of persons, and maybe it could be on Facebook, it could be on WhatsApp, and you have this community of people that are also on a journey and committed to also helping one another along the way. There's really something to be said, A, for community, and B, for being surrounded by like-minded people. There's really, really nothing quite like it. And it makes a big difference in whether you're going to be successful at something or not. Going it alone, yes, can work, but going with others that are on the same mission as you is really and truly invaluable. All right, so that is my very brief presentation for this evening. Let's see, I have a couple of quick announcements here for you. As per usual, just wanted to mention that concierge PT service is available. That's physiotherapy service for anybody that may need a competent and caring therapist to come out to their home to service either themselves or their loved ones. Okay. Also, let's see, one-on-one health coaching is available. So if you find that you need a little bit of help, a little more help along that health and wellness journey, then make sure that you go ahead and send me a DM. You can just DM me the word coach, and we can talk about whether the one-on-one health coaching is a good fit for you. Also, just a reminder that, of course, the course is coming, the meal prep course. So Meal Prep Academy is going to be on the way. I am going to be working hard on that over the next few months. I'm going to be opening it up for pre-sale, and I'll let you know when that's coming up, and I should have the wait list also available soon for those of you that want to sign up so that you get that introductory pricing on the pre-sale. There will be a limited amount of spots available for pre-sale. So if you want to get in on the ground floor, and also if you want to get that premium pricing and be a part of actually shaping what's going to be a part of the course and how it will be designed. So it's going to be pretty amazing. And for those that need the assist with how to make meal prep a part of their weekly routine so that they're able to eat healthier as a part of lifestyle change. All right, you all. Now, also, I know that we were supposed to have a guest this evening. I'm sorry, I meant to mention this at the beginning, but our guest did have a personal emergency that she had to attend to. So I do apologize that our healthy love coach is not with us this evening. All right, so I am so sorry that she was not able to make it to impart her knowledge to you all in the area of healthy love this evening. I did just want to mention that before we wrap. So if there are no questions about what we discussed this evening, I will just give it another moment or two for anybody that may want to drop a quick question there in the chat. But otherwise, I will be wrapping up shortly if I do not see any questions coming. I will give that just another moment. All right, I don't see anything popping up in the chat or in the question queue based on what I see. All right, so this is Dr. Felicia signing off for the evening, making the world healthier, one woman at a time. Bye.